Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys basically how I make music. It's not hard. I don't know. Someone's like, "Oh, music's so hard." It's like, no, there's some basic principles that you can learn, and you can make songs really fast. So I'm loading up Massive here. I'm using FL Studio 12. There's it's slow. My computer is it's like an i7, but it's one of the newer ones, dual threaded, all that good stuff. But it's a laptop, and it's just got some CPU problems, especially when I run the screen grab. Okay, so here, uh, I'm gonna be looking for some sounds. I'm basically just searching for something that I like. It doesn't really matter what. Just something that inspires me, or I don't know, just sounds cool. I think it is starting with a bass. It's lead. I don't know. I normally start with like a Rhodes piano and build a melody, but this time I was gonna go with just a sound that inspired me. I have for peripherals. I have an Akai MK49 keyboard. I use the Focusrite Scarlett Solo. I have. I'm gonna be using some guitar later. My guitar is it's an old '79 Korean Stratocaster. It's interesting. It's definitely cool. An interesting tone. It's old, but it's nice. Um, I play that through a Boss ME80 multi-effect pedal to get my amp tones and things like that, and to keep the load off of my processor because, as you'll see later in the video, come across some major lag. Let's see. Oh yeah, like I said, don't be ever intimidated by music. I'm just using presets. I'm literally just searching through what Massive has already provided me, um, and I'm gonna come to a sound that I like. It's gonna inspire me, and the rest is gonna be layering because there's a lot of layers to music. If you think about it, that's all it really is. You're building like a layered sonic portrait. Okay, well, it takes me a little bit to get through this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward until I get to the next area. So this is the sound I end up leaning on. I really like how open and airy and it's like, I don't know, it's like epic, That's the kind of stuff I like, so I normally go for that. And then also I have is like my keyboard here. And if you know very, very basic things, like what a fifth is or a third, you can do everything I'm doing on the piano. And so you can hear me feeling out how I want this to work. Oh, it's like, oh yeah, that locked in. So all I'm doing is remembering where I played. And these are very basic chord structures. You see I'm building it here. That's a fifth, bam. And that's a third. I have it on the wrong thing right now. Wrong. See, I just need to bring it up to that E. That sharp is wrong. So I'll go ahead and fast forward it here, and you'll see how I build the chord structure. So ignore the raindrops of tin. Bling, 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 bling. There's a lot of trial and error that comes with this, especially when you're not like Beethoven and you just know chord structures and how they're gonna resolve in your head. So yeah, I'm just building it. Right there, it's a drop. I just dropped the fifth. Let's see, drop it by. I'm not sure. I don't drop it by an extra fifth, but I'm just still using fifth and third pretty much. Just looking for what I need. And I'm using an 8-bar pattern on this because I want to give it some space. So as you can see right here, I've pretty much worked out the pattern. And I just want to see how I'm going to resolve it. I want to give it a little flavor on the last bar so it has more movement than just that steady, So here it is. It's pretty much come together at this point. I'm just like adjusting very small like fists and things like that because I just want it to resolve perfectly, you know? So this is pretty much what we end up with. And I'm gonna just throw some accents in here just to broaden it a little bit. Because we want our song to be beautiful. We don't want 1,000 times. Which is also why we don't play our songs at 500 times the speed, normally. So I'm just creating like a little bit of more movement in between these with the use of these single notes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the pan and that will actually make it seem like it's a little bit softer. Like, because the velocity control didn't work correctly when I was doing that. Look how pretty that is. So here I'm actually looking for some more broad melody because I want this to stand out a little bit more. Because if it's just chords, it'll get lost in the background, kind of like a pad, which is my original intent. It's just supposed to set into atmosphere for the song. But I like it so much that I want it to have a little bit of presence in the mix. So those little dong dings, dong dongs, dong dings, that will give it more presence than just the da, da. So it's kind of like a part of the rhythm as well as part of the atmosphere. Boom, bing, boom. It's fun to look for stuff. So I'm just going to drop that because I just want to give that extra power on the resolve. So what I do is I drop that D. Drop that big D. I'm actually going to throw some more accentuation in these beginning notes too because it just sounds nice. Like almost like it's like da 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 da. That's kind of like what I'm going to go for here. So I'm going to just speed it up here a little bit. Okay, and then this is pretty much your final product. I'm just going to zoom out. I'm going to paste it for 16 bars, actually, because this is only one resolution at 8 bars, and so I want 2 resolutions of this. But since it's such a long pattern, I'm not going to do like the usual 4 resolutions. Instead, I'm going to do more. Well, that's basically how you make a pattern, though. I'm gonna start with drums on the next one. Go ahead and catch me then. Thanks for watching.